Hi guys, it's Hania here. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I hope you guys are ready for the cuteness overload today because I'm gonna show you how to make kawaii inspired cookies. We're gonna be making cupcake, cloud, mushrooms, and something with watermelon. So let's get started. I'm starting with the cupcake liner first, using 15-second consistency royal icing. I'm using pink icing. Then take some red royal icing and pipe kind of a heart shape onto the wet, and then take white royal icing. You can also use yellow icing for the seeds. These are going to be strawberries. We also need to add some green leaves, so I'm going to do that next. So I'm just piping 2 green dots on the very top, and then take a nail tool and shape the dot so it looks more like a leaf. I'm gonna have to let this crest, and then we can start working on the swirl. So I'm starting with the light blue royal icing. And I'm going to let this section crust again, and we're gonna add white at the very top. Let it crust again, and then use piping consistency royal icing for some details. Once you are done with the outlines, we have to let it dry completely, and then we can start working on a really cute face. I'm using petal dust for the cheeks and clean, dry, food only paintbrush. Make the eyes and then finish up by making a cute little smile there. The next design is an ice cream cone. I love ice cream. I think I love all the flavors. Well, except I've tried butterscotch and that wasn't my favorite. So what I did, I first did the cone itself, let it dry, use edible marker to make the lattice pattern. And then I'm gonna go over it with piping consistency royal icing. To make the mouth, I'm using pink royal icing. I'm going to let that crust, and then we can make the scoop. So I'm using white royal icing, so I guess this would be lemon ice cream. Not a sorbet. We used to have lemon ice cream when I was growing up in Europe, and I loved it. And I can't find it anywhere here in the States. Everything is sorbet or water ice, which I don't really care much for. Well, anyway, so once you've done the white scoop, you can start working on the cheeks and the eyes, and then you can also add a little bit of color with sprinkles. Now here is that watermelon thing I mentioned. I'm gonna be making a watermelon purse. So I'm starting with the white, and I'm going to let it crust for a little bit, and then we can make the outer area with green. And then fill it as well. Use some pink or darker red, whatever you have on hand, something along those lines. I think it will work. Now fill the center of the purse with pink, and then use black for the seeds. That's where the watermelon comes in, and the colors as well. And we're gonna make a cute little face in there. Outline everything with piping consistency royal icing. And we just made a really cute watermelon purse. I love this design. This is a mushroom. So we're gonna start with drawing template, or just drawing the outlines for your cap and the stem. So I'm doing the cap first, using 15-second consistency royal icing. While the icing is still wet, make the dots all over with pink royal icing. And then take a lighter shade of pink and add more dots. Let it crust, and then you can start working on the underside of the mushroom, where the what are they called, the gills are. So you have to let that crust, and then you can use piping consistency to make the gills. Make the mouth with pink royal icing, let it crust, and then you can finish up by making the stem. For the stem also, I'm using 15-second consistency. Make the cheeks, eyelashes, then add a larger dot for the eye, a little bit of white for the reflection, and repeat on the other side. Let it dry, and then you can outline with piping consistency royal icing. I love how this mushroom turned out. It is so cute. And the very last is the cloud. Happy cloud. So we're gonna ice it with white royal icing. I'm going to add a few blue lines here and there. Let it dry. Make the cheeks using petal dust. Then take some pink royal icing, make the tongue. Make the eyes with black, add the reflection. For the eyes and the tongue, I would use icing that is slightly thicker so it doesn't spread too much and you don't have the cave-ins. Add a few white lines here and there. And there you have it. Adorable kawaii cookies. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know which one is your favorite and what kind of ice cream do you guys like. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you next time.